Alright people, what it do, what it do? Welcome to Quest Group News Radio. I'm your host, Mr. D Quest. And don't forget people, as you come in the building, please make sure you hit that like button, share button, the subscribe button. And also don't forget to check some of the videos that we already got uploaded. We got plenty more to come, so definitely if you're bored and you're just like, alright, let me see what else, definitely just check some of the videos that we already got uploaded and see how we do our thing over here. Alright, now let's rock and roll, people. A man met a Springfield woman at a motel for sex, and according to police, it was a setup. Now let me repeat that for those that don't understand. A John met a prostitute at a hotel so they could have sex. Meanwhile, her and her pimp had other plans on their minds. Be careful, fellas. Alright, here we go. Police say a man thought he was just meeting a woman for sex at a Springfield motel room. Then her friend came out of the bathroom with a gun, according to court documents. Now the woman, 19-year-old Kimberly Hardwick, has been charged with first-degree robbery. According to a probable cause statement, the man told police that he paid Hardwick $200 and they began having sex. Now, while they were having sex, the statement says that the man noticed that Hardwick was texting someone. And a few minutes later, a man with his face covered came out of the bathroom with a gun. Hardwick and the armed man then stole the victim's cell phone along with the rest of his money before he ran away. Now, the next day, Hardwick was found in the area and was arrested. Hardwick faces a possible life sentence if convicted of the robbery charge. The male suspect was still being sought. Out as this case was reported. Now, wow, people, wow, that's like really, really crazy, right? Did y'all even grasp what this story was just about? I mean, the pimp dude just pulled some real Chris Hansen type of shit. You know what I mean? Y'all remember the show To Catch a Predator where, you know, dudes would come to a house, it'd be a sting operation, dudes would come to a house thinking they're about to have sex with an underage kid. As soon as they walk through the door with their bags of treats, Chris Hansen just slide out. Like, hey, how you doing? Have a seat over here for a minute. Dude, the pimp dude just really pulled some Chris Hansen joint. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Dude was having sex. She texted her boyfriend. I don't know if, you know, he was giving her oral sex or if she was giving him oral. All it said was they was having sex. She texted her boyfriend, a.k.a. her pimp, that was in the bathroom, and dude came out with his face covered like, all right, run that money. Now, let me say this. I don't like this at all, man, because first of all, I got a son, right? Y'all got sons. I wouldn't want my son, first of all, paying for sex, all right? But if he did decide to pay for sex, come on, honor the agreement. This guy's giving you $200 to do whatever y'all going to do for an hour, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? Half an hour or hour. I guess that's the going rates. You know what I mean? So homegirl was getting paid regardless. He already gave her the money, you know what I mean? Because usually they say put it down over here. So she was already paid. Now I don't know if they thought he had more money, but come on. You got sons. What if this dude got killed in that hotel room? Which happens all the time. These women, like, yeah, you could pay for sex, this or that. Y'all come to an agreement, an arrangement. I mean, that's her profession, right? That's what she does, right? This wasn't just some online. This wasn't something where he just met online and he thought he would pay for sex. You know, because some of those people are not even prostitutes online. Some of those people act like they are prostitutes, but they out just to have you robbed and killed. But from other news reports, this girl was a prostitute and she's in that area all the time. All right, so I wouldn't want my sons to come across a prostitute or lady of leisure. I wouldn't want him to come across somebody like that, you know, because that's dirty, man. I mean, y'all two adults coming to an agreement, honor that agreement, man. Now, if you feel like now you could say no at any time. Don't get me wrong. She could have said no at any time, you know, and maybe kept half the money or whatever. But anyway, that wasn't even a plan. Yeah, they really planned on robbing this dude. You know what I mean? She was already having sex with the dude. So she was a prostitute because her boyfriend or that pimp could have came out that bathroom at any given time. You know what I mean? But they waited until he was nice and almost naked or just in a compromising position where he couldn't make a move, which is some sucker crap. You know what I mean? If you're going to rob a dude, do it straight up, man. Come rob that man. You know what I mean? Let him know what it is. Let him know you going to rob him. You know what I mean? Don't wait till, oh, he can't protect himself. You know what I mean? The only protection he got is a condom. You know what I mean? The only protection he got is a Jimmy had a condom in his hand. You know what I mean? That's his only protection. Everything else is probably in his pants somewhere over there on the other side of the room. Now, I'm not laughing at the victim, you know what I mean? Because that's a real scary situation, man. I don't wish for nobody to get robbed, especially like that, man. You in a hotel room, and you know how those motels be, people. You see those motels on the side of the highways in some of the towns, man. You watch certain cop shows where they go to a motel, and I mean, these joints be seedy, folks. I mean, like some real seedy motels, man. I mean, all types of people be in and out of those motels. I mean, I wouldn't let my dog stay at one of those motels, man. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a scary situation. You up in one of those motels, you know, and you don't know what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm not laughing at the dude for getting robbed. And actually, shout out to him for making it out alive. You know, because I'm sorry he lost his money, and I don't even know if he's got a wife at home or a girlfriend at home. You know, I don't know, but shout out to him for getting out alive, man. Much respect for that. You know, and I'm not down with these people, but shout out for not killing them, man, because it could have went different. I'm tired of these people, you know, killing people. So they got their money and they left. So I'm not propping them for being out there robbing folks, you know. I'm not propping them for that. But I'm definitely like, you know, thanks for not killing the dude at least. Another thing, raise your daughters, folks. Raise your daughters, man. Raise them. This girl is 19 years old, man. 19 years old. She's out here pulling robberies like this, man. Strong arm robberies like this. She's out there selling herself, first of all, man. Then she got a boyfriend / pimp. You know he's a pimp. I forget all that boyfriend. He's a pimp, man. She was already having sex with the dude. If that was just her boyfriend, he would have came out before the sex began. All right? But dude let the sex start happening. That way, the other dude would be in a compromising position to where he couldn't put up a fight as easily. All right, so like I said, raise your kids, man, because this 19-year-old girl's out there selling her body. You know what I mean? And she's setting people up, man. 19, what was she at 3 years ago, man? 2 years ago, you supposed to be, what, 17? 17, you a junior in high school, man. You getting ready for your SATs, junior prom. 18, you getting ready for senior prom, graduation. You looking through, you know, taking your SATs, you trying to go, what's up, people, man? I'm not feeling that. And if you see kids out here living that type of lifestyle, shoot them this video, man. Share this video with them. That way, if you can't tell them, I'll tell them, man. Y'all need to leave that lifestyle alone. Y'all way too young now. I know y'all probably had some bad upbringings if you live in a lifestyle like that early, man. But a lot of us did, man. So we got to kind of man up on that. A lot of us had some bad upbringings while growing up. You know, and we done been through some things we don't even like to talk about. So you can't always tell us that, man. You can't always tell us grown folks that, like, well, I had a hard life. You don't even know what I've been through. That's understandable. You know what I mean? But you shouldn't be out there, you know, with all the advantages you have. You shouldn't pick, well, I'm going to just be a prostitute. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, if you want, why don't you go out there and get a 9-to-5 job? If you really need the money, women got a little bit easier than men. You know, you got these girls on Instagrams or whatever, they meeting rich men or at least decent men that's making decent money a year. Get yourself a decent man, man. Stop running around with this knucklehead boyfriend pimp dude who's setting you up to rob dudes. You know, now what if dude had a gun? What if there was another dude that was waiting to come in next, you know, that he knew that had a gun? You could have been killed on sight, sis. So please, if y'all in some situations like that where y'all prostitutes, man, just leave that all alone because it's a whack lifestyle or whatever. But anyway, that's really that on that. So let me go to the questions and comments real quick and see what the people around the web got to say, and then we'll end it off like that. All right, here we go. Hi, Quest. She texted her accomplice during sex. Yeah, that was kind of like, you know, I'm kind of still tripping on that. Like, I don't know if they was fully engaged in that type of sex, or maybe he was, you know, kind of messing around with her, while she was texting, giving her oral or whatever. I'm not really sure, but that kind of bugged me out as well. But if she was texting, I doubt she disrespected dude to that point. I think it was just a different type of sex they were having at the time, to where she was able to text with he didn't mind. Because I'm like, I would have been like, dude, what are you, sis, what are you doing with the phone in your hand? Put that phone down, you know what I mean? So, alright, maybe he did, kind of think about it, but it is what it is. Alright, next, hot question. Wouldn't a closed motel bathroom door make you suspicious? No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Shout out to this poster right here, man. That's a good, man, talk about suspicious. Man, first of all, I keeps my head on swivel. You know what I mean? I don't care where I'm going. Now, if I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing, right? I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing. There's some seedy motel spots like this, and I'm meeting up with some seedy chick that I just met around the corner, and I'm about to pay for some boom boom. My head definitely on swivel, so I don't see how she explained that closed bathroom situation. Now, I don't go into a hotel room without going to the bathroom first. I always got to go to the bathroom. Like, as soon as I go up in a hotel room, you know what I mean? I don't be out there paying for that type of mess. But if I was, anybody gonna go to the hotel bathroom, let me check myself real quick. You know what I mean? Get ready, get right. So let me go to the bathroom real quick, check the mirror or whatever, make sure everything's straight, So I don't even know what type of excuse she gave this dude, you know what I mean? I don't know if she was renting the room out by the day and she was having Johns come in back and forth like every hour on clockwork, so she probably told him, hey, come in, hurry up, do what you got to do because my next appointment. But, a bathroom door closed, and then if he did try to use it, especially if it was locked, dude, I'm checking that bathroom. Dude could save himself $200 and more plus his cell phone if he'd have just tried to open that bathroom door. You know what I mean? Or if he'd be like, yo, what's up with the bathroom door while it's closed? You know what I mean? If she tried to make up an excuse, then you definitely hightail it up on out of there. I mean, that's just being a John 101. You're gonna be a John, then be a good John. You know what I mean? Know what you're walking into. Know how to handle these situations. And that's just straight up with no chaser right there. All right, next. Damn, question's 19 and facing life. Is this her third strike? Yo, what it do, fam? Yo, good question on that, man. I was tripping too when I read the story. It was like, yeah, she's facing life for this robbery. So her pimp ain't get caught yet, but she's facing life. So they not messing around. So I think this is a third strike, man. And I mean a violent strike. This is a violent felony, Some people get baby felonies, like maybe check fraud or something like that, where those are different kind of felonies. When you on those 3 strikes, like real 3 strikes, they usually on some violent felonies, you know what I mean? So if this chick is facing life for this, she's definitely been in the system multiple times, man. That's why I said raise your kids, man, because this ain't her first rodeo. You know what I mean? This ain't her first rodeo out there. She's already been out there ripping and running these streets, man. So, yeah, she's definitely facing hard time, and maybe if the judge give her those big years, maybe they save somebody's life, man. Maybe they save your son's life, my son's life, anybody's son's life that comes across her. And next thing you know, she's with some dude that's really ready to put in that work and really ready to take your head off in that motel room the next time. So maybe the judge should give her that and just be like, I'm sorry, sis, that you grew up the way you did, but hey, you're a danger to society, man. You know what I mean? All right, last question. The victim needs to slow down with paying $200 for sex. Yeah, you're right about that, man. First of all, $200 is a lot of money, dude. You could have spent that on a date. Shit, you could have took your wife out, to the hotel for the weekend. Y'all could have just went, to the casino and had a little buffet and rented a room for the night. And, $200 is a lot of money. And these chicks, they be wanting $200 for an hour, man. That ain't even worth it. You can have a girlfriend and spend less than that. You know what I mean? Go to our house, take some pizza or something like that. Bring a 6-pack of beer or whatever, go to your girlfriend's house and just lounge, man. So if you ain't got a girlfriend, then it may be time to get one. Or if you're in a situation where you just rather pay for the sex, that way you don't have to be emotionally involved or have to deal with the other stuff, then please be careful, man. Go to one of those bunny ranches where, go to Vegas, Nevada, go to the bunny ranch or something where one of those brothels or parlors to where that stuff is legal. You can have your fun, pay your money, and then get it out your system and move on, because you're asking for a world of trouble. And then plus, that's a lot of money, man. $200, it's like, if you rich like that, then you rich like that. Ball till you fall, man. But a lot of these dudes working 48 hours a week, and you spending $200 on a half an hour or hour on some dirty chick that's out there letting a bunch of dirty dudes run through that. So I'm not besmirching the victim. I'm not besmirching the man, but definitely be careful, fam. Be careful out there, man. Because you shouldn't even be getting down like that. But I don't know your situation, but be careful. Be careful. You don't want to end up dead the next time, you out there paying for that type of action. But anyway, that's the show for today, folks. We try to keep it short today, but definitely, hopefully they catch a pimp boyfriend. They probably caught him by now because the story's a little bit older. Hopefully she gets a lot of time in jail. I don't want to see her do life, but if you could save the next person from being a victim of her, then I salute, man. I take my hat off. You know what I mean? And definitely, I'm glad dude made it out that hotel alive and unscathed, and for the most part. And I definitely want you people to be safe out there, man. But y'all know how we do it. Definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we definitely give it to you raw every day, man. We got videos already uploaded. We got plenty much more to come. Plus, you know how we do it, folks. We do it straight up with no chasing, man. We keep it real, we try to give everybody a topic or two that they like. So you may not like every story, but you should definitely like some. So definitely, y'all stay safe out there, people. Keep your heads up. Stay away from situations like that. If you got a lady, treat her right. You know what I mean? And spend that money on your family and stop spending it on these daggone prostitutes. That's only good for an hour, and that can possibly have other things done to you. So anyway, that's the show for the day, folks. I'm up out of here. Y'all stay safe. Much love, people. One.